News Talk 1310 KFKA.
You've only got a couple of hours left. You're going to pull a party out of your ass. You might want to stand up.
Hello. Thank you for listening to the New World Order Report with the Conspiracy Keepers. My name should not matter. What should matter is that the information presented here be given to everyone you know. We hope that you, the listener, explore the possibility that we are in fact being controlled by forces well outside the circle of decency and morals. A circle that is just part of the many symbols used every day to keep you in fear, in the dark, and uninformed. Our topic today, and every day, is the New World Order agenda. How do you know which societies are working with the New World Order and which ones are not? Find out now. Here come the Conspiracy Keepers.
Good evening, Gotham. Metropolis. Emerald City. Xanadu, Babylon, to the ISS, and the rest of you. Broadcasting live from the Pro Realty Old Town Studios, a Quantum News Network production of the Scooter McGee Show. Thursday night, the Conspiracy Keepers. Small conspiracy in Colorado and the Greeley Tribune being shown on the video. The headline right there, the flag never displayed at the game, being the one behind me on the video. We will share that for you at 1310kfk.com. So, the game's over. Is there peace in the galaxy? Everyone burning everything. Jerseys, footballs, season tickets. Corporations taking a stand. As the discussion is about kneeling. Or should it be bowing, in fact, to a New World Order? To talk about this, along with many other issues of the week, ending 9/28. This will be the last transmission for October. In theory, Joe, in the next 2 weeks, you and Backlash are back up here in studio.
I would like that a lot because we have a lot of things we need to talk about.
So it has been, and it's funny because the Costanza line, it's really not a water cooler. We don't have them in the office anymore.
Right.
But it's certainly been, quote, the water cooler talk, and a lot of it misdirection in a direction that you and I sadly see right in front of our faces, like just again tonight the American flag, and I've got the Confederate flag behind me. I'm hoping to start a riot here at the studio, Joe. Just to put me on the radar with management.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I should burn a Quran instead.
Yeah.
So. Let's get to the nuts and bolts of this, because in previous episodes that are up on the Scooter McGee Show YouTube page, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you're one of the first 500, you got a chance at a $200 Visa gift card. And you can reference back the episode where we were talking about, for example, Joe, how even the NFL rigged. Now, I'm trying to come up with an acronym that's FCC compliant, and it's not, because it's the F that's the problem. But I'm getting sidetracked. Back to, we've discussed the circle of the NFL. Again, the antitrust, the government complicity, the use of the military, the mind control, the bread and circus, okay? And just like everything else, if wrestling is wrestling, football is football, and sorry you don't want to hear it, but doesn't take much to throw a game. It takes a lot less. It takes a lot less than you think. So
right.
Let's really get to the meat of the issue that began last weekend with President Trump's statement and then the NFL's supposed, this was their this is their solidarity reaction that has, and sadly today is Thursday. It's chewed up, and it's going to chew up a portion of tonight, but it's chewing up the news cycle when we can't pay the debt, we're bankrupt. They're talking about a global war. They're talking about impeachment. The chip is coming. Stand by. The digital white paper I just read last night telling everyone, the Navy, Air Force, Marines, time to chip everything from the F-35s down to the socks that the soldiers are wearing. We need to be able to access on a laptop where everything is no matter what. It's coming. They've announced it. So, and Skynet. Another headline for Skynet. And I said, this isn't a headline. Let's go back a year. Let's go back another year. Let's go back another year. They've been pointing out Pentagon's been building Skynet for quite a while. This isn't new. Yeah. But to a lot of listeners now are really trying to make heads or tails of this NFL situation, the political side of it, the symbolism side of it, the occultic side of it, and the New World Order agenda side of it. And I think that's what the issues that really need to be broken down, unless I'm wrong.
No, well let's start from the beginning. Let's take this whole NFL protest at face value, which it's really not. But let's assume that it is.
Devil's advocate, face value. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Colin Kaepernick was the first one to protest this whole thing about sitting for the national anthem. Now, this whole started a domino effect. And why did it? Well, let's get into that a little bit later on. But he was the one that started this whole thing.
Okay, but no, stop. The domino effect. Let's get into it now. What's the domino effect it starts? We can come back to it, but what's it start?
Well, once it started, the Illuminati fascists got into it, and they wanted to turn it into something that it isn't, just like the Black Panther movement, all those other things. So legitimately, it started from Colin Kaepernick, because he was tired of seeing initially it was about police brutality, and it was racial inequality, I should say, because he wanted equality. So that's where this first thing started. Now, everybody who is up in arms about this never listened to what he said, because he gave a long interview on what this was all about to him. He said, because there is racial inequality, he says he's tired of seeing the policemen beat down blacks on the street and all they get is paid leave. He said that. And he said, you know what? If you're a beautician, you have to have 2 years of training. So you have to have more qualifications to have a curling iron than a policeman has to have a gun. Now, that upset a lot of people, but, guess what? What he said was true. That is the truth. So his first thing was about police brutality. Now, let's look at the statistics behind that. Okay, we understand that blacks against blacks is the highest percentage, but that's not the point. The point is that police brutality is out of control. As a matter of fact, if we look at 2016, over 200 black people were murdered by police that were unarmed. Okay, so that's what he's upset about. Not only that, but he's upset about the okay, go ahead.
I want to point out, these are the USA crime statistics as of 2015.
Okay.
Blacks killed by whites, 2%. Blacks killed by police, 1%. Whites killed by police, 3%. Whites killed by whites, 16%. Whites killed by blacks, 81%. Blacks killed by blacks, 97%.
Right, and that's what we're talking about. We understand that. We understand the crime statistics that there's nothing we can do about. What we're talking about is the state. We're talking about policemen that have killed unarmed blacks.
Yes.
We understand all that stuff goes on. We get that. But what he's saying is, like, there should not be this kind of statistic where 200 blacks every year are killed by unarmed by policemen. That was his contention, and it was not about the military. As a matter of fact, he was defending the military. He says, you know what, the military men are coming back. They have all these problems. They have, they have the problem solution that's coming back from Iraq or whatever. They're not being taken care of.
Nope.
It goes back to Vietnam. It didn't just start right now. So he's saying our veterans are not being treated fairly by the government. They need more than that. So so far and away, he is not.
So clearly we couldn't have that message.
Saying, wow, he's on the side of the military.
I was
As a matter of fact, a lot of these NFL players have military backgrounds, so it's not about the military.
Right.
To them.
So clearly we can't have that message be spreading. So we usurp.
Exactly.
We usurp what Kaepernick's gesture is to what it's now become. Now it's morphed into this, and how and why.
Exactly. So now they're like saying, oh, okay, it's about the military. So he's just disrespecting the people that have died for this country. It's like, no, he isn't. As a matter of fact, he's standing up for them because he's saying the people that have died for this country are not being treated well. They're being ignored by our government. He's protesting that, which nobody would disagree with that. But it hasn't turned into that. They've turned it into something else.
Okay. Joe,
okay, so you see how this goes? Okay, we'll get at that next.
We're 17:30. This is why we got to get him up here, because we have atomic clocks in the steamer trunks. And my Bull of a Moon watch says so. No, plenty of time. Oh, and again, I mean, I'm the king of not breaking the rules, but bending them so badly that they require actual mechanical assistance to fix them. Point of order, Madam or Mr. Chair, when we come back in the NFL, as we're talking with Joe Lanier tonight and the Conspiracy Keepers. Wake your friends and tell your enemies. Meanwhile, I think I hit the link wrong. Go to scootermcgee.com. Right now, all the gear is 15% off. Okay. And then, what else? Oh, yes, I know, cold, dove season. Still, you need a shotgun. Joe Biden said so. That'd be City National Pond, 3301 West 10th Street. No, I didn't go out this morning. I was up all night banging my head up against a wall. And then today I spent it having temper tantrums. Tonight I expect a lot of crow sauce on whatever I have to eat. Or sauce on crow of whatever I have to eat. And then I'll probably just wash that down with a couple of bottles of Tanqueray. Yeah, I don't drink gin.
Become a friend of Scooter McGee or like the Scooter McGee Show page. More of the Scooter McGee Show in a moment.
Fork It Over, airing Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on 1310 KFKA. We'll be dishing out the latest news for your healthy lifestyle. Think healthy is hard, boring, or even unnecessary? Join Leslie and Robin Nance as they drop tips, tricks, and achievable methods of living a healthy, balanced life. Call in and ask your questions live during our Fork It Over Q&A segment. Listen to expert interviews, hear the latest in health news, and learn about local, healthy lifestyle events. Fork It Over, airing Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on 1310 KFKA.
A fixture in the Greeley senior living community for over a decade, Garden Square Assisted Living and Memory Care creates an environment where moments of joy, independence, and wellness are the focus of each and every day. Nationally recognized for outstanding performance and resident satisfaction, Garden Square Assisted Living and Memory Care has 2 locations in Greeley to serve you. Garden Square of Greeley on 29th Avenue Place and Garden Square at Westlake on 20th Street, just across from King Soopers. Call Garden Square of Greeley at 576-7200 or Garden Square at Westlake 346-1222 to arrange your tour today.
Education, inspiration, joy. That's the motto at the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, the largest of its kind in the world, nestled in downtown Greeley. Visitors of all ages enjoy the museum's intricate and interactive displays of ultra-realistic scenery. There's no doubt you'll enjoy the science, the mechanics, and the artistry that's on display in this miniature world of wonder. Learn more at GreeleyUnexpected.com.
Does it feel like your car is starting to have a mind of its own?
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't let you go to this store.
If your car is ready for an alignment after a long, hard year on northern Colorado's roads, then it's time to schedule an appointment with The Wrench. Known to be one of Greeley's best automotive repair shops, you can call The Wrench at 353-5454 or stop in and talk to one of the expert mechanics in person at 6005 West 10th Street in Greeley. For a limited time, mention this ad and receive a free set of windshield wipers with the purchase of an oil change or alignment at The Wrench.
It's been said that a wise person should have money in their head, but not in their heart, and that money is a great servant, but a terrible master. Anderson Ag believes this to be true. Even though we should not be consumed by money, we should all make smart financial decisions and put our money to work for us. Help put your money to work for you this year by protecting your hay and silage crops with Anderson Ag hay tarps and silage plastics. It's not uncommon to lose hundreds or thousands of dollars by not preserving your feed. Put your money to work with Anderson Ag. It's time for Syntax Spirits, the only game show where Syntax Spirits is always the answer.
Good luck, contestants. Who turns the finest local grains and the purest Snowmelt Rapids water into award-winning vodka, rum, and whiskey?
Syntax Spirits.
Correct.
Everyone 21 and older has won the right to enjoy Syntax Spirits, vodka, rum, or whiskey in the distillery and tasting room in Greeley. Remember, the answer is always Syntax Spirits.
You got a favorite t-shirt, right? Come on, admit it. You've got several. From killer concerts, the Grand Canyon, Vegas, and memories live in them. Create a treasure to remember with Windmill Productions. Years from now, you'll still be thanking Trevor and Kim for the attention to detail and quality that make the memories last a lifetime. Located at 813 East 18th Street, Windmill Productions on Facebook, Windmill Productions 914, or windmillprographics.com. Or give them a call, 970-702-2636.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Marconi never could have envisioned radio like this. This is the Scooter McGee Show on News Talk 1310 KFKA.
Okay, good evening and welcome back, Gotham. Yes, so if you go to scootermcgee.com, there's a gear page. All of that stuff comes down the last business day of December 2017. Windmill Productions obviously taking over all the printing work and etc. for the Scooter McGee Show. So I want you right now, via social media, go to Windmill Productions 914 and like them on Facebook. Now, I don't know how many we're at in the number-wise because I can't type and talk at the same time because I'm not a psycho. Chad and I are two numbers as a benchmark only. So the number we say is 100. Technically, the number has to be one of the first 102 because Chad and I aren't allowed to be in the station owners and the children and toes and all that. We're not allowed to be part of the promo. So if you go like them on Facebook, here's what you may win. Starting in October, the entire month, it's free t-shirts. Considering mine are still all 30 years old. It'll be funny looking at me in a nursing home wearing these. Then in November, it's going to be the hooded sweatshirts. And as I was just discussing this afternoon with Gail, when she got off the air, the only thing I'm going to say about the conversation, we were half joking, if you can call it that, about the Christmas holidays, of which no matter whether you're in love, it magnifies it tenfold, or if you're not, it magnifies it tenfold. And so for the holidays, I figured beer glasses. Now, with the headlines Joe and I are talking about, Greeley West Side Liquor right now delivering, and again, I just stopped in to get all my Oktoberfest crap for this weekend. None of you be drinking and driving. and we'll see all of you at Lincoln Park. But Greeley Westside Liquor, of course, 33. Sorry, no, wrong address. Greeley Westside Liquor at 30th and 10th Street, but you can have them delivered to you anywhere Greeley and Evans, 970-353-0036. But yes, the gear page on the show page is going to go away because Trevor and Kim are doing a great job with the logo stuff, so I'm going to just let them be in charge. Easy peasy, see? So, let's see if we can make sense of what seems so nonsensical. And sadly, as I was right, I nailed this. Because I know, and again, hey, sorry, Joe, you remember the old days back at our old alma mater? Monday night, show notes meetings at not Old Chicago, Hooters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, so Harmon, they all know Greg. And so he'd say, we want to do X, Y, and Z for Friday. And then, we'd agree, and then, wait a minute, Scooter, that's not what we agreed to do.
Yeah, right.
And I'd pull the stunts that I'd pull.
Yeah, right.
When I saw this NFL crap, and I didn't see it, I saw it on social media.
Right.
Monday I came on the air, and then I mentioned some names, including Greg's, and back then Heinz and Berglund, amongst others. Bobby Irwin, name we both know. Frank Cannon. I'm sorry. Yeah, Frank Cannon. But Joe Pags. Okay, broadcasters that are legends, whether on other networks and whatever. Okay, and whether you agree with them or not, they all have certain niches that have made them the successes that they are. And many argue, Joe, that the reason we are not the successes we are is because we talk about the things we do. And my comment, and you and I, we were similar, we agree. I mean, our consciences require us to. We know this.
Yeah. Right.
And so Monday I said, and here's my problem, because I know exactly if I was at my alma mater, I know here's what the Friday morning show gag would be scripted as. And in all fairness, Harmon, and his previous wife, God rest her soul, but we know the direction that would have gone.
Right.
Okay? Why? To change the face, to change the story. I don't think, as well as many broadcasters I've spoken with, how does the NFL survive this season? Oh, they'll survive. But how do they come back? They will. The American people forget. And I'm like, 10 years ago, maybe. I don't think you're giving the American public enough credit. I think they're a lot smarter. And what's really astonishing me, Joe, and maybe you can help, they figured out this is a game and a scam. They just don't know what it's about.
Yeah, well, let me jump in as far as finish up what we were talking about as how this started. And we're talking about face value right now. We're not talking about what's behind it.
Correct.
Because we're going to get to that. Okay, so we're just talking about face value, how this started, who started, and what's going on right now, which was Colin Kaepernick.
And it's public perception, yes, being Colin Kaepernick and the whole white privilege, and we can get into all that. But take it down the devil's advocate path now.
So right now, the NFL players who are protesting, they're being called, you're not patriotic, you're disrespecting the military. And I've talked to a lot of these people that are against what the NFL players are doing. And I've even asked them, I said, did you even listen to what Colin Kaepernick said? Because he gave a 30-minute interview about why he believes what he believes. And they all said, oh, no, I'm not interested in what he has to say. I just know that he's sitting down. Well, then if that's all you know, and if you never listened to what he said, then you don't know what he's protesting then. And hardly anybody knows what he's protesting. So we talked about this a little bit in the last segment.
30 after, 30 at the top, a quick break, and let's get back right into the meat of this. Joe Lanier and the Conspiracy Keepers. Find us online, conspiracykeepers.com or theconspiracyzone.org. And stick around for more of a Quantum News Network production of the Scooter McGee Show live from the Pro Realty Old Town Studios.
Are you listening to the Scooter McGee Show? Well, misery does love company. Stay tuned to News Talk 1310 KFKA. 1310 KFKA's First Alert Weather, powered by Denver 7.
This is your Denver 7 First Alert forecast for northern Colorado. We'll have mostly cloudy skies tonight with lows in the mid-40s. Highs tomorrow in the mid-60s with a slight chance for afternoon storms, otherwise partly sunny skies. I'm Denver 7 meteorologist Stacey Donaldson, 1310 KFKA.
This weather update is brought to you by CRP 4x4, located at the corner of 9th Street and 21st Avenue in Greeley. Call them at 970-351-8603.
PDC Energy is an oil and natural gas producer based here in Colorado, employing hundreds of Coloradoans with Colorado values. In addition to safely producing the natural resources that power our lives, PDC gives back to the communities where they operate. They support and volunteer for organizations like World Food Bank, Habitat for Humanity, UNC, and local high schools. PDC Energy employees are part of the fabric of our community. 85% of PDC Energy employees participated in the company's annual day of volunteer service. At PDC Energy, community matters. To learn more, find PDC Energy on Facebook.
Bigger, taller, stronger all have something in common. And no, it's not what women look for in a man. Bigger, taller, and stronger are three words that describe the Lester buildings that Right Hand Construction build. With incredible warranty options, your pole barn construction will go smoothly with the right hand. As a fully licensed and insured company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you simply can't go wrong by choosing Right Hand Construction wherever you are in northern Colorado. Call Dick Schatz at 970-330-3375.
With over 50 years in business and total car care centers in Fort Collins, Longmont, and Greeley, you can count on your locally owned Northern Colorado AMCO dealer to provide expert repair and service on your vehicle. AMCO's total car care service comes with the best nationwide warranty in the business. There's only one place to go for all your automotive needs, AMCO. Come and see why people who know go to AMCO. Call today or make an appointment online at aamcocolorado.com. That's your Northern Colorado AMCO dealer, proud sponsor of Preps Radio.
The pace of the work environment is grueling and nonstop. You don't have time to waste. On-Site Exam is here to help you stop wasting time when it comes to getting your DOT physical. On-Site Exam offers DOT physicals in our walk-in clinic in Kersey, or we can bring our mobile clinic to you. Save yourself time and get a high-quality physical with On-Site Exam. Call us at 970-324-1667 or visit our website, www.onsiteexam.com.
If an injury has sidelined you from your sport, work, or family time, you want to get back out there. The physicians at the Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies can help. They have 3 offices to serve you and 29 doctors who specialize in the medicine of motion. No matter your specialty, OCR has helped thousands of people just like you stay in the game. Appointments in Fort Collins, Loveland, and Greeley. Go to orthohealth.com or call 493-0112.
Northern Colorado's premier Zematic irrigation dealer is just a phone call away. Quality Well & Pump is your answer for all your agricultural water needs. Quality Well & Pump now offers Soup-Up grain bins, dryers, and material handling equipment. Market conditions make this an ideal time to dry and store grain on farm in Soup-Up grain bins so you can earn top dollar. For more information on Quality Well & Pump services and now Soup-Up grain bins, give them a call today at 970-353-3118. That's Quality Well & Pump, a proud sponsor of Preps Radio.
Gotta get a better angle.
John, what are you doing?
I was in an accident yesterday, and my insurance adjuster wanted me to use my smartphone to snap a couple of pictures of the damage. Then I gotta send it over to them. He said they'd write me an estimate and have the money in my account today.
Wait a minute. How could they possibly write an honest and accurate estimate from pictures?
They can't. And why would they? Hi, I'm Mike from Auto Collision Specialists. The insurance companies are at it again. This time they're using your smartphone to rip you off. I've been in the business of repairing cars most of my life. Even with my 30 years of estimating experience, I can't write an accurate estimate from pictures. When I tell you taking pictures of the damage and sending it to your insurance company is a bad idea, you better believe it. If you've had an accident, insist that someone from the insurance company and the body shop of your choice physically examine your car. Don't let the insurance companies use your smartphone to outsmart you.
Auto Collision Specialist. exists, we'll take care of that.
Friday morning, prepare to laugaha. We will talk Comedy Con, NoCo Morning News on 1310 KFKA.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Children of the night, what music they make.
Welcome back, Gotham. Okay, so I told you to go to Facebook and Windmill Productions 914, but I didn't tell you what you were going to win. Boo! If you are one of the first 102, which means you'll be one of 100, because Chad and I don't count. I mean, not just for the contest either. Oh, that came out with my outside voice, didn't it? I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. So I don't care where in the world you live. If you're one of the first 102, meaning the first 100, that like Windmill Productions 914, you will automatically win a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and a pair of pint beer glasses. Okay? Now, if you are within northern Colorado and wish to go and collect your prize at Windmill Productions, I'm sorry. I chose standard gray t-shirts and sweatshirts. But if you go there, you can pick out the color you want. Based upon what they have in a full inventory, they've got all there. So you go, I'd like that color in the t-shirt, and I want that color in the sweatshirt, and I'm going to take those pint glasses there. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to be getting shipped a package that has a t-shirt that wrapped in one is a pint glass, and a sweatshirt, and wrapped inside there is a pint glass. That's simply by going to Windmill Productions 914. Joe, I already got your gear and Backlash's gear as well. Cool. So now, again, and logos are what they are. At least we didn't use the Illuminati ones in mine.
Right.
We just stole the presidential seal, not a big deal. So seals and symbols, and we are dealing with something, symbols of being for the symbol-minded, to quote George Carlin, with the American flag and the rebel, the Confederate flag behind me. But where this goes, A, in your opinion, as a broadcaster, can the NFL survive this?
Oh, yeah. They're going to survive it. I mean, let's get back to our point we were talking about before, and let's look at the points of why they're protesting, which people don't even know why they're doing it.
I apologize. Yes, people, no, we were going to recap. Yes, because Colin Kaepernick, it starts with white privilege when, no, the interview is clearly, and he's pro-military, but no, I don't care about what he says. I don't care about what he says. I care about the imagery. And, yes, you were going with the imagery and playing still devil's advocate on the imagery. So go ahead.
Right. Well, I want to put his side of it out there because it's not being put out by the media. Once again, this is a face value, and we're going to get into why this is not a little bit later on. But let's look at what he's protesting. First, police brutality. And we know that 200 blacks have been killed in the last year who are unarmed. So we know this is a problem. There's no question about that. His second point was racial inequality. We know that exists. There's no debating that. His third point, which is not being put out there, is the fact that our veterans that have served in the military, that have laid down their lives, are not being treated right when they come back home.
Let alone the ones...
he is by far not disrespecting the flag and the military. He's standing up for them. But this is not pointed out in the mainstream media about what he believes.
No. Let alone we're almost at the point now of 1 an hour. It's still roughly 22 to 23 vets kill themselves every day.
Yes, right. And he understands that. Not only does he have military in his family, the NFL people that are protesting have military in their family too, and they are standing up for the vets who have laid down their life, far from disrespecting them, because the disrespect is from the vets have come from the American government, who does not take care of them.
And
they're
speaking,
saying, we want to point this out.
By the way, in all fairness, we've finally been proven right. Yes, taxpayer money was being funneled to the NFL through the military to prop it up, prop up military presence. What? The argument, the guys, was recruitment. But remember, Joe, they kept calling us. The government is not funding the NFL. What are you talking about? Well, sure they are. By first of all giving them the antitrust waiver and the no monopoly situation. But in the meantime, yes, the Pentagon, Air Force, Army, Navy, all now been caught. Oh yeah, we've been funneling money to the NFL for years.
Well, let's look at this even further. What do these military flyovers? What are they all about in these NFL games and the opening ceremonies? We have these flyovers by the military. Why are they? What's going on right there? Because what they're doing is they're trying to recruit people. So right there, the military is benefiting from the NFL. So let's get back to Colin Kaepernick as far as why he's protesting. He's got his pulse to the ear of everybody, of the military people. As a matter of fact, when he first started protesting, he was sitting down, if you remember. Now, he was approached by a Vietnam veteran who was also a Navy SEAL, and they had a heart-to-heart talk. And the Navy SEAL said, Colin, I know what you're saying. I know you're on our side. He said to Colin, he says, what I would like you to do, instead of sitting down, I would like you to kneel. And Colin said, you know what, you're right. So he's got his ear to these people. So that's why he's kneeling now instead of sitting. He's listening to these military people who said, I hear you. I'm on your side. But is that being reported in the media? No, and hell no. Okay, so
now, Joe, at that point right there, when I Google Colin Kaepernick, can you give me a tag phrase so that I can find this, or am I just duration more than that I'm looking for a 30-minute interview? Because I want to, in all fairness, I want to, again, you're saying this, and it's easy for us to say this, but I want to make sure it gets up there, and then again, providing the necessary links. So again,
what I would say is Google why Colin Kaepernick kneels instead of sitting, and you will find a story about this person that he had come in contact with, who was a Vietnam veteran he had talked to, and the Vietnam vet was on his side because he says, no, America's not taking care of us, so I understand your plight. All I ask is that you kneel instead of sit. And Colin says, yes, I'll do that.
And you say originally that video, or interview, excuse me, which I'm assuming is video because you said it was ESPN.
It's on video, right.
Okay, so I'm in the video section right now.
It's about a 30-minute video where Colin Kaepernick went in, and it was in the precinct when he went into all elaborate reasons of why he was doing this. He says, you know what? When there's no more police conduct against blacks, when the military people come in being taken care of instead of being cast out, he said, at that point, I will stand. So he is far from the villain. He is standing up for these people. Now, the media has portrayed him as a bad guy. You know why? Because he's an uppity black. And you need to not rock the boat. You're getting $1 million. You just sit in your place. Don't change lanes. We don't want to hear from you. It's totally racist for the people who are against him because, they don't want to hear what he's going to say. If you notice, the people who are against him, they're all thinking the same thing. Oh, these NFL players get $1 million. This is not about money. They all said it's not about money. They'll say, oh, you know what? You're getting $1 million. We stopped lynching you 1,000 years ago. We're not doing anything to you anymore. You can kind of go to the same colleges that we go to. So you just shut up and play your game.
Essentially,
it's a total racist thing for the people that are coming against him.
Essentially, a year ago, I'm looking at October 23rd, 2016, uploaded by ESPN. And I'm not familiar with the show. Was it ESPN First Take? Because it says Colin Kaepernick $1 million donation after Neil's anthem.
Oh, he's donated a lot of money to his cause. I mean, that's another thing that's not gotten. I'm glad you brought that up because he is putting his money where his mouth is. He's donating to these causes.
All right. Well, then here, I'm going to hit this, and I will share this one via social media here on our I have to talk by the way, I've been busy this week. Okay, so I just posted that, then you can share that, but I'm still want to research and find that particular interview, and we know how Google works. This is only
right. I have it in my email. So if you can't find it right now, I'll send it to you so you can have it because I have the interview stored.
As we push 47 after the hour, when we come back, Joe, what are we looking forward to?
I want to finish up a little bit about what we're talking about the NFL because there's still, I think, about 15 to 20 minutes of things I want to say about this they're very important.
You heard the man. A quick break. 47 after, 13 to the top. I know that because of my Bull of a Moon watch. You can get yours at the push, pull, or drag any watch into William Moore Jewelers, 914 9th Avenue, between now and the 1st of October, and get any Bulova, whether it's the Moon watch or not, for 25% off. Head over to scootermcgee.com right now and pick up all gear is right now 15% off. There are 8 items that are 19% off. There's 2 that are 22%, but the average is 15, which is a lie. It says the average is 16.2. But there's several items 25% off. I'm sorry. Again, with Windmill being what it is, no, they're going to take charge. So there's no reason for the gear page anymore. So they'll become collector's items. That's over at scootermcgee.com. Previous Conspiracy Keepers episodes are on my YouTube page. So Google the Conspiracy Keepers YouTube. You can't miss us. Subscribe. Be one of the first 500 subscribers, and you could win a $200 Visa gift card. And when we return, more with Joe Lanier.
Become a friend of Scooter McGee or like the Scooter McGee Show page. More of the Scooter McGee Show in a moment.
Hello, Pat's Plots. What do you need?
I need an oil filter for a 2010 Ford pickup.
A what? We don't got that. Pat's Plots.
Hey, I'm looking for
we don't got that.
Sound familiar? Stop wasting your time and get the parts you need in one call at Gould Parts in downtown Eaton. Gould Parts has exactly what you need. Truck parts, car parts, machine parts. They've got it all with just one call. Write down this number and stick it up on the fridge. 454-3355. Gould Parts in Eaton.
When Greeley craves Mexican food, there is only one place they think of. For 47 years, they have been coming to the Charro. The rich pork green chili, meaty handmade tamales, cheesy ultimate nachos, and those ice-cold hand-shaken Louis margaritas. Come on in and experience why the Charro has been Greeley's oldest and best-loved Mexican restaurant for over 3 generations. That's the Charro in Greeley. Follow them on Facebook for daily specials and opportunities to win gift certificates.
The home of the UNC Bears.
Yep, throwing down the right side. Has his fullback. It's Miller for the touchdown.
Northern Colorado's football station, 1310 KFKA.
After a thrilling win this past weekend to open the Big Sky Conference season, the Bears continue the conference slate by visiting Flagstaff and Northern Arizona. I'm Troy Coverdale. Join Aaron Rath and me beginning at 4:05 Saturday for Blue and Gold Game Day. The Workout West kickoff is at 5:05 on 1310 KFKA.
There's a time and place to visit one of those best in America steakhouses, but how do they compare with Kenny's Steakhouse? Oh, they're fancier, darker, ultra-formal service, 5 forks, 7 spoons, 3 knives kind of thing. But the steaks? That's where the sharp differences end. Kenny's Steakhouse in Greeley has amazing steaks, period. Dress up or come as you are, it's the kind of place Greeley likes best. Outstanding food and service at a price that makes sense. Kenny's Steakhouse in Greeley, 35th Avenue and 10th Street.
25 years in the business and a lifetime of riding is what helped create Ride. This shop was started to take care of people and their bicycles. That's it. Pretty simple, just as it should be. Bikes are an investment in yourself. Let Steve and Teddy at Ride show your bike love with the most complete tune-up around and solutions for any cycling problem. Mountain, road, gravel, BMX, commuter, or fitness, they work on everything. Look for the Ride sign on 10th Street behind Chili's. Stop by anytime for a free estimate.
10% of all craft beer in the USA comes from Colorado, and Greeley is home to 5 breweries that are turning heads around the state and around the country. Greeley's craft beer scene is, in a word, hoppin', and people have taken notice. Learn more about Greeley's craft brewing scene and some of the award-winning brewers at GreeleyUnexpected.com. That's www.GreeleyUnexpected.com.
So you think the Pawn Stars are in Vegas, huh? Have you been to City National Pawn? 3301 West 10th Street in Greeley, and you're the Pawn Star. With great deals on commercial and industrial tools, electronics, smartphones, laptops, and fine jewelry, so many great deals and a constantly changing inventory guarantee you get the best deal in town at City National Pawn. Need quick cash fast? City National Pawn has got you covered there too. Monday through Friday and Saturdays, remember, you're the Pawn Star at City National Pawn, 3301 West 10th Street in Greeley.
What may be junk to you just might be another man's treasure. From stamps, sports memorabilia, silverware, or old jewelry, what may be junk to you just might be another man's treasures. Located at 2002 9th Street in Greeley, Another Man's Treasures can take these old items and convert them into cold, hard cash. Located at 2002 9th Street, remember Another Man's Treasure.
Matt Rivette started in real estate just in time for the bottom to fall out of the market, and it turns out it was a good time to start. From day one, Matt Rivette had to do it right. Serve the client. Turn for sale into sold. 32 years later, we know market conditions will change, but Matt Rivette's commitment to you won't. This is a good time to get to know Matt Rivette at Pro Realty. List your commercial, income, or residential property with Matt Rivette. Call Matt Rivette at 970-356-1234 or go to ProRealtyHomes.com. That was totally my fault. You got a favorite t-shirt, right? Come on, admit it. You've got several. From killer concerts, the Grand Canyon, Vegas, and memories live in them. Create a treasure to remember with Windmill Productions. Years from now, you'll still be thanking Trevor and Kim for the attention to detail and quality that make the memories last a lifetime. Located at 813 East 18th Street, Windmill Productions on Facebook, Windmill Productions 914, or windmillprographics.com. Or give them a call, 970-702-2636.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Okay, welcome back, Gotham. Joe, you know the drill at 58. The music starts. We'll keep you through at least one break, and we'll see how your voice is doing. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, okay, very good. So what I was going to finish up with the last segment is, okay, so we know that Colin Kaepernick and the people that come after him are not against the military like they're trying to portray it. He's not anti-patriotic. He's for the military. He is protesting the fact that the vets have come back of not being treated well with health care, with anything. They're being swept under the carpet. So he's on their side, even though it's being portrayed the opposite. Now, let me point this out to you. Let's say it was a different issue. Let's say that some white player came out and said, you know what, small businesses are being gobbled up by the government, and I don't believe the government should be involved with helping these big corporations in their business because it puts a small businessman out of business. And I'm going to protest that. I'm going to kneel for the national anthem. Let's say if a white player did that, would it be the same uproar? Would people be calling him a punk? Would people be calling him a thug? No, because those are racial terms. That's only directed toward blacks. They might call him an a-hole or something like that, but they wouldn't call him those same things because this is a racial issue. It's not an issue about what Colin Kaepernick was doing. And I tell you what, I have friends that are black. I have friends that are white. All my black friends understand what Colin Kaepernick is doing. All my white friends think he's a punk. He's a rebel. He's a thug. They all call him those racial terms, even though they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're saying.
We only spoke briefly, and you made a comment about one of my posts on social media. Was it the NFL rule?
Yes,
Okay.
right.
I'd like to read this.
Yes, go for it.
This is found page A62 and 63 of the NFL League rule book. It states, and I quote, "The national anthem must be played prior to every NFL game, and all players must be on the sideline for the national anthem. During the national anthem, players on the field and bench area should stand at attention, face the flag, hold helmets in their left hand, and refrain from talking. The home team should ensure that the American flag is in good condition. It should be pointed out to players and coaches that we continue to be judged by the public in this area of respect for the flag and of our country. Failure to be on the field by the start of the national anthem may result in discipline, such as fines, suspensions, and/or the forfeiture of draft choice, in parentheses S, choices, for violations of the above, including first offenses." That again coming from the NFL's, sorry, Joe, own rule book.
Exactly. But if you look at the flag code, which was put up by the U.S. government, and how the flag should be treated, it's a little bit different than that. As a matter of fact, we violate the flag code every day, because the flag code says the flag code shall not be displayed on any part of your body except for the military. We have flags every day on people's bodies.
Backs of all the helmets. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the American flag?
The flag should not be held horizontal, which we do all the time. The flag. Yeah, so we violate that flag code every day, but it's okay, for the most part, as far as what people see. So all we see, by the way, in the official flag code that was
10
put up by the United
seconds.
States government,
10
kneeling
seconds.
or sitting for the national anthem is not part of the violation as far as disrespect. That's not spelled out in that.
We'll talk more when we come back with another hour with Joe Lanier and the Conspiracy Keepers right here on 1310 KFKA.